Oh yeah. That power band is so linear and progressive, and that sound. You're not really going to find a sound like that pleasing to the ears south of $70,000. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, special treat today. We have a 2020 Toyota Camry SE. Hyper exclusive, hyper rare, very sought after. We got these beautiful 18-inch Rams wrapped in hand-cooked Kittergy GT tires, 235 all around. Beautiful white paint. Very hard to find these in white, as you might expect, the most desirable color. It's a very practical vehicle that a lot of people consider a standard family car. Let me show you the trunk space. Did you hide the dead bodies? Huh? I think. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Good trunk space over here. As you can see, we got our 2 bags. Don't worry about what that is. But most importantly, you're probably dying to know, how does a Toyota Camry SE drive? And today we're joined by the one and only Fenton Sun from the Zygreen YouTube channel. He is the JDM Whisperer. He's going to tell us all the facts about this car.
Walking fact sheet about the 2020 Camry SE.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. You do not ever want to doubt Fenton Sun, the JDM Whisperer. So today we're powered by a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, cranking out 203 horsepower, 180 pound-feet of torque.
184, you got it right.
My apologies. I am so ashamed of myself. 8-speed automatic transmission, which is, I gotta say, it's lightning fast, actually.
Blisteringly quick.
I think Porsche probably took inspiration from this car when designing the PDK. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. That induction note, wow.
Look at how this body control is fucking phenomenal. It's so flat. And it soaks up these bumps.
They modeled the GR Supra suspension design after this car, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds about right. That actually would not surprise me.
But the GR Supra doesn't have nearly as much steering feel.
This is just teeming with feedback. It's reading every little nook and cranny on the road. Oh my goodness. I can feel it load up in the corners. Those hand-cooked tires too. I mean, these are track-worthy, track-capable.
Who needs carbon ceramics when you have these brakes? I mean, honestly.
I agree.
Stop on a dime.
I agree. We got a motorcycle behind us. Let me shift it into sport mode and leave him in the dust.
Ooh, that corner grip. So much mid-corner grip.
That motorcyclist can barely keep up.
Oh, he's a speck in the mirror now.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Now it really handles its weight in a shockingly well-composed way. I would actually imagine this car to weigh like 2,500 pounds, if that.
I mean, it feels like a Lotus Elise in terms of the nimbleness on turn-in.
Yet the practicality is second to none. Oh yeah. That power band is so linear and progressive, and that sound. You're not really going to find a sound like that pleasing to the ears south of $70,000. I mean, you have to go into the really exotic range to get something like this.
I would argue anything below 150 grand doesn't hold a candle to the sound of this 4-cylinder.
You heard it from the man himself.
Porsche GT3 included.
Wow.
It's a close second, though.
High praise, Toyota, high praise. I mean, the GR team has really been working their magic. They actually practiced first on this car. They were really honing their craft. They didn't actually label this as the GR, but they spent 3 years developing the SE to actually be the segue to the GR. The GR86, the GR Supra, the GR Corolla, and the GR Yaris. The same team that first worked on this, then worked on those cars.
I think SE might actually stand for sleeper edition, because you just wouldn't know. I mean, this thing looks like a run-of-the-mill family sedan, but the way it drives is just mind-blowing.
Yeah, the sleeper edition makes more sense because it doesn't look all that sporty from the outside. I would actually put a larger wing on the rear just for maximum downforce.
Oh, yeah.
and to really convey the level of performance that you're messing with this car. God, life is good. Driving a Camry on these twisty Malibu roads. You got the view of the ocean right there.
It's just what this car was meant for.
Carving the canyons, baby.
My heart rate is pounding at like 150 BPM right now. This car is so fast.
The thrill, man, the thrill factor, the excitement. It's highly capable, yet it also allows you to really connect with the vehicle. And a lot of cars that are really high performance, they're kind of numb. They're kind of boring because it's just too easy to drive hard. This has a perfect balance of both, where it shocks you with its performance. Like, I'm going 40 miles an hour right now, and yet I'm amazed. I am on the edge of my seat. I can't wait for what's going to happen next.
Speaking of seats, these seats are so well bolstered.
Yeah, I'm barely sliding around as I take these corners. Probably hitting like 1.2 Gs as well.
At least. Have I mentioned the engine sound though? Like, honestly, just listen to this.
Yeah.
Oh, spicy.
Yeah. You know what? I think we need to find a spot to turn around because I really want to see the uphill performance of this car. Downhill, we know it's extremely capable, but I'm dying to know. Now time for the uphill. This is like initial D.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's handling these bumps.
You sure this engine isn't like a 5-liter?
It sounds like it, right?
2.5 liter doesn't sound right.
If this car came out when Initial D was still being produced, it would have crushed, especially on the uphill.
Oh, yeah. Just the sheer torque of this engine and the traction from this front-wheel drive system.
My goodness. And yet, as a passenger, you're still bathing in comfort and luxury.
So comfortable.
You know, out here in Malibu, we had the opportunity to drive a lot of great cars. 997, GT3, Acura NSX, Mazda Miata, track prepped,
C8 Corvette.
C8 Corvette. And yet we saved the best for last because this car, hands down, is the most well-rounded.
I would argue it's also the most raw. I mean, just the information coming through the steering wheel is just... I've never felt a steering rack feel this way. Like, is it manual? I'm pretty sure it's EPS, but it feels manual to me.
Or possibly even hydraulic.
It might be. I feel like Toyota is just secretly lying about the specs for this car.
I think that's the only reasonable explanation because a car just can't be this good as an economy, everyday, daily driving cruiser, you know? It just, sleeper edition it is.
And just the way that you're turning into these corners, you can feel the dynamic camber change. It just loads up so well. The steering gets heavier as the lateral G's increase.
It must be double wishbone suspension up front because...
I'm pretty sure it is. We might have to jack this thing off later and check.
Because they say McPherson strut, but that can't be right. The way that this loads, I mean, the negative camber change when you load it up, there's no other explanation.
And I think these tires just have fake labels on them too. I think these are a Cup 2R. The way that this thing's gripping.
I mean, you're the expert, man. I think you might be right.
I am the expert.
You are absolutely the JDM whisperer. Now, this car, so less than 100K, what would you say? This car, I mean, you can get this car MSRP less than 30K actually.
You really have to go into the mid $200,000 territory to even come close to a car that puts as big of a grin on your face.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, on a winding road. I mean, this thing just, it's perfection.
Well said. Well said.
Maybe like a McLaren, like a McLaren Artura maybe might come close.
Maybe the GT4 RS in terms of engagement, I think is also probably pretty comparable to this car.
Maybe 80% of this car, at best.
Let us know what you think of the 2020 Toyota Camry SE down in the description below. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do because we have a lot of hot cars coming up similar to this in the next couple of weeks. Much love, my friends. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out Zy Green channel as well. Link in the description. And I'll see you all in that next one. God, I love this car so much. Dude, I'm such a retard. I started recording with my audio thing.